Good morning, student. Today I am going to discuss the basic concepts of current electricity. Okay. In this, the first word which comes is what is current? Remember, student, current means flow. FLOW, flow. Are you hearing me? It is a flow. When water is flowing, we say water current. Here, the charge is electrical charge is flowing. Now, some conventions about this direction of current. Actually, the direction in which positive charge flows is conventionally taken as direction of current. This already you know from the lower classes, okay? But in case of conductors, it is the electrons which flows. So electron flows in the opposite directions of current. Now students see the motion of electrons in a conductor, okay? So student, you imagine a gas chamber in which gas molecules are moving randomly. So here I have shown the picture. See the gas chamber. Gases are continuously moving in a random motion and they are colliding with each other. Similarly, in conductor we have electron gas. Electrons are moving randomly and they are colliding with each other. Student, we have a one term here which is known as mean free path. Mean free path is nothing, it is the average distance traveled between two collision. Okay student, average distance traveled between two collision. Remember student, try to understand the concept and then try to write on your own words. Use your memory power, don't try to copy anything from books or either from anything. Okay, and try to imagine how much you can, because as you know our brain our brain always utilizes left brain, which has a very less power. We have to use our right brain, remember student. So I was talking about mean free path. It is the average distance traveled between two collisions. Okay, then it is relaxation time. It is the average time between two collision, that is known as relaxation time. Now student, I will discuss something about motion of electrons in a conductor. So when the electrons are moving randomly student, that time remember the current is zero. See here I have shown in this picture here. This random motion is does not consider to be current, remember, because electrons are moving sometime backward also, sometime some electrons are moving backward, some electrons are moving forward. Okay, so net current is zero. On that base also you can understand. But student, what happens when you apply electric field? What happens when you apply electric field? See student, as soon as we apply electric field, though the random motion is still continuous, but now the electrons are moving forward. Student, remember electrons are moving forward also in a particular direction. This forward movement is actually what is known as current. Got it student? The forward motion, though the random motion is still continuing, but as a whole if you see the particular electron, it is moving forward after colliding with other electrons. So now the word which is used is student drift velocity, drift. And this drift velocity is a function of electric field. Student, more the electric field, higher the drift velocity. It is the electric field which forces the electrons to move in a particular direction, and drift velocity is proportional to electric field. That is why the formula C Vd is mu e. This mu is student mobility. Okay, about mobility we'll learn in detail in the later chapters. Now you just understand the word mobility. It is the drift velocity acquired per unit electric field. It depends on the type of charges. Now the charge is only electrons, so the detail about it we'll discuss in the later chapters. It is not required now. Now student, one important concept of electric current. Electrons flow opposite to electric field, remember, and electric current flows along electric field. Okay, electric current flows along electric field. This I have written in formula of drift velocity, just distance upon time. I will show how to derive it. Here student is a conductor. See, here is a conductor. I have shown it in a figure where the negative charges are moving, where I have written Ohm's law, student. Negative charges are moving in a particular direction. As I have said, now the velocity is Vd. Now student, I am considering a particular section and I am taking distance moved by electron in time t will be given by Vd into t electrons in that particular section. This I have drawn a line and a cross section here. Okay, distance moved by electron, Vd into t. Now how much is the charge flowing here, student? Now see how to calculate this charge, amount of charge which is flowing. This I have considered this volume first. The volume is, student, area of cross section into length, as you know, and length is distance, which is Vd into t. Here I have written. This is a volume, and small n stands for number of electrons per unit volume, and each have charge E. So this is the total charge which is flowing, student, Q. Remember it, student, how I have derived it. Okay, I have considered volume, then number of electrons per unit volume, and multiplied by charge. Now current is rate of flow of charge. You already know it. So here you got a relation between current and drift velocity. Very important relation, student. I is equal to NeAVd. Higher the drift velocity, higher is the current. See, I have drawn the arrow upward. Here also drawn upward. Higher the electric current, higher the drift velocity, higher will be the electric current, student. So this is the relation between electric field and electric current. Now some more formula we will derive it from here, student. See, first is I is equal to Q by T. Already I have derived it. NE. I have substituted the value of Vd, which is mu e. Okay, student, mu e. So here, student, this Ne mu, it is a constant known as conductivity, sigma. So another formula I got it, I is equal to sigma A. Sigma is the conductivity. Okay. Now one more word is there, current density. What is current density? Current density is current per unit area. It is a vector quantity, student. Now from the formula derived above, I got a new formula of current density. Remember, it is a student is a vector quantity. Remember it. Okay. So from here I will get the value of J as NeVd. You can see it from the above. NeVd. One more formula I will get of J, that is sigma into E. Sigma, remember, student, is a conductivity. Now student, I will derive some more formula from it. Again I have drawn a particular figure here. I have considered a length E. Electric field is applied. Now there is a potential difference, student. Okay, applied, and already we know the relation between potential difference and electric field, delta V E into L. This I have substituted here, student. Okay, now this sigma conductivity, it is known, it is inverse of one more quantity, resistivity, which you have studied in class 10th. Okay, now students, see, I am getting another formula from here. Delta V is potential difference rho L by A, and student, a very important reduction, I is equal to delta V by R. Already we have studied Ohm's law. It is I is equal to delta V by R. Though Ohm's law means it is only when delta V is proportional to I, it is Ohm's law, but formula is derived from there only. And what is R? Rho L by A. Now student, this, what is this del V? Potential difference, student. It is the power of electric field to flow current. And what is R? It is the power of material to stop current by collisions. Okay, student, what is delta V? Potential difference. It is the power of electric field to flow current. Now student, the list of formula which we have derived till now, you can see it. Vd is equal to mu e, drift velocity, I NeAVd, half sigma A delta V by R, rho L by A. This is a derivation of Ohm's law from the concept of drift velocity. Now student, we will solve one question, student. Okay, see, this is a one elemental substance of this shape. It is not exactly cylindrical, student. This left side I have marked it P, right side Q. Current is flowing along Q to P. Now some question, though the answer is already written there, student, but first you should analyze it before seeing it. Okay, now student, which current is greater, IP or IQ? Now since the current which enters, the same current leaves the conductor, so they are same, student. Now student, current density, where it is equal or greater. So I have written the formula right side, Jp, I upon AP. Where the area of cross section is higher, it is at P side. Okay, now area of cross section P side is higher means current density will become less. See from the formula I upon A. So Jp is less than Jq, student. Now about drift velocity. Whether the drift velocity is same at P and Q or not. How will you come to know? From the formula I is equal to NaVd. Okay, student. Now Vd. I is same as we have studied before. Now area will decide. Area is higher where it is P side, so Vd will become less because I is same from this formula. So Vdp is less than Vdq, student. Now electric field at P and Q. So electric field, remember which formula? I is equal to sigma A, student. Already I have derived it before. I is again same, so it will area will decide. So on that basis EP is less than EQ. So like this, student, the conceptual question can be discussed. Okay. Now student, next one more question we will solve it. This is again I have taken a particular substance having the shape as shown. It is not a cylindrical. I have written the data. L is equal to 5 meter. Then this is the data given. Rho is equal to 6 resistivity and A is equal to 10 minus X. Now student, as you know, here we cannot apply the direct formula. R is equal to rho L by A. I have to find out resistance. So I have taken a particular disk. Can you see, of width dx, elemental disk I have taken, and I have applied the formula R is equal to rho L by A. L means it is the dx length and A is area of cross section. A is given 10 minus X, student. But I have to find out the resistance of whole substance. So here I will be placing the limit. How to place the limit? At this corner X equal to 0 and the right corner X equal to 5, and you will integrate, student. We will integrate it. Just see. The integration detail we have already done in 11th class. In future you will get time, I will solve the integration also. But now you have to understand the basic concept only. How to solve the numerical. So today, student, just it is a class in which the introduction of electric current was explained to you. So what is current, student? It is a, remember, current means flow, and electric current will flow only when the charges are flowing in a particular direction, and the word concept is drift velocity, student. It is the average velocity, student, which is taken into consideration. Okay, student. Now just one more concept, temperature dependence of resistor, student. Here I have written one formula, student. Resistivity rho 0 into 1 plus alpha del T. Rho 0 is the initial resistivity. How the resistivity changes? Alpha is thermal coefficient of resistivity, student. Now what happens with increase in temperature, student? Random motion increases. And what is the meaning of random motion increase? Collision will increase. And when collision will increase, student, so definitely the resistivity will increase because the relaxation time is decreasing, student. This is in case of conductor. So this is the effect of temperature dependence of the resistor, student. When temperature increases, the resistance of a conductor, student, increases because the random motion increases. Though it is not so in case of semiconductor. We will study it in detail in later chapters. So today, student, it is the basic concept about electric current, and like this we will continue with many more things, many more concepts. But remember, student, one thing, try to study from your memory power. Don't just copy the notes from anywhere. Just try to write it in your own words after understanding it. So today I have made a little effort to make you understand about just the basic of electric current. In the further classes, you will see, student, we will be going into every and each concept of the syllabus which is concerned there. Okay, student, thank you.